So in my head, right, I'll do a theatrical entrance, and every time I've tried to do it, it's didn't work. So these curtains, check this out. But they're going to hit that stupid thing again, it's not going to work. But usually they come right around, like this.
Yeah.
And you just wouldn't see me dress up. I play dress ups behind the curtain. And then it comes open. I see a really straight face. For 7 seconds, because it takes 7 seconds to make an opinion of someone, right? Let's go. 7 seconds up, we're heading for the door. And then I can start clowning around. There was a famous quote said by someone, if you can't laugh, you can't change the law. That famous person might have been infamous. We'll find out. I'm going to get started on this because I take too long. You guys poke me along if I'm... Australian Cannabis University, Melbourne, 2017, 3rd of December, Mercury retrograde. You should have seen how much shit we went through to gear. So, yeah, it's going to go on video. So, hello to my web designer, I'm about to bag you out. No, I'm not, I love you. So, we are a group of individuals that are all equal shareholders of this idea. And it has to be that way because the pharmaceutical guys, they're all shareholders of their idea. They want their idea to be your idea. I want my idea to be your idea. So we've got to see who's going to win. And whoever made the plan wants my idea to be your idea because he rang me and told me. I'm the Dean of Green, and I've chosen to have names like that and wear funny get-ups like this because university normally is the place you go to get a lobotomy. Sorry everyone with a degree, I couldn't help myself. This university is different. The reason why is because the people in this university are different. And I'm going to press these buttons to make sure I don't get ahead of myself. Not that button. Oh yeah. This is Dolph Cook. One of the many personalities I have in here. I love cannabis, but I'm not a cannabis smoker. And the reason is my mum died of smoking when I was a real young boy, 8, when she started getting sick, and 18 when she died. And she went from big girl to a skeleton in those 10 years. And so psychology dictates that either I will rebel against what she's doing, or I'll do and conform what she's doing, or I'll ultra rebel or I'll ultra conform. So I ultra rebelled. No cigarettes for me, blah, 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 blah. Which served me well. But then my kids came along and they go, Dad doesn't like cigarettes. We're going to ultra rebel. No, no, no. And so shit happens and it takes a long time to learn who you are on this planet and all that. But if you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with? And so we had this idea 6 months ago to this day. Frank and Maz are over there. They're our number 1 and number 2 members. I was up their place. We do biochar, we do everything soil, organic. We just love the planet. And I said, Frank, I've got an idea. And he's going, oh shit, not again. Because my wife kicks me out. She said, no more ideas, go and talk to Frank. So there's like 10 ideas a day or something. And by the time I finished talking, Frank put $2 in my hand. I'm joining and so is my missus. And it was like, oh, That was only started the idea. And so what we decided to do from that point on was let everybody involved, everyone shapes it. We do what we do, and we bring all our information together and we share it. So there's no use being, for want of a better word, consumer, capitalist, something like that. If we had a great idea and we kept it behind our closed doors, then we'll only get it to like, here's an example. I did the marketing, look how many people turned up. so if I tried to hide shit, there's no way I'd flog it to anyone. No one would come, no one would listen, and it wouldn't go very far, and that's what I think is instant karma. But if we give it to everyone to go with and work with and understand what we're doing, have a rough agenda of what we want to do, and then let everyone organically get involved in it, take up a piece and make it come to life, then it's like, hey, so the first thing we had to say was no taboos. There can be no taboos whatsoever. The cannabis, if you want to call it community or industry or something like that, we're too young, we've got too many foes, big tobacco, big chemical companies, big pharma, big ag. Anyone got some more? Big police? No, poor old police have to do what they're told. So if you treat police like pigs, hey pig, brr. He's bigger, he's got a gun, he's got 2 mates in a car, he's going to treat you the same way. And you're going to turn out like, well, it might take you a few goes to work it out, like some people, but it's not very good. But if you understand that person in a blue uniform right there saying blow into this bag, it's just a reflection of you, probably something you hate about yourself, but you love that and you say, hey, yeah, I'm happy to blow in that bag and I'm conforming and all that sort of stuff. And you do it right, you walk away with a mate. Now I know there's a saying, mates don't let mates become police. But it's a separation saying, right? We're trying to be whole. So if we fight, and everybody in cannabis on Facebook fights, you know, because everybody's got their way or the highway, blah, 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 until they're completely found out, and then people go, oh, there's one guy who was so like a pioneer, everyone followed his shit, and then he turned around and said, oh, sorry guys, I've been doing the wrong thing all these years, try something else. No one's listening to him now, they listen to his old stuff. And I think Neo from The Matrix said it best, a residual self-memory, what you think you are. And to give you a really good idea of how that works for me, in my head, I'm like this 15-year-old boy and everything's a game and life's awesome. And I don't have mirrors on the farm for a reason. When I come to the city, who's that old bastard? Oh, that's me. What's happened? Where did my time go? But I go to sleep, I wake up, I'm young again. And it's like, wow. Mirrors are evil. But you need reflection, you need self-reflection. So what's really good about this, we want everyone to be themselves, honest to themselves. So it's really hard to get all the members in one room at one time because we've got members in Tasmania, we've got they're my relations, my sisters and my wives and my mums, and they're my wives as well. And nah, sorry, Tasmania, just stirring. All over this joint because everybody has a feeling in them that cannabis is actually okay. So I say cannabis a lot. The government would like to divide and conquer, so they'll say hemp, medical marijuana, medical cannabis, drugs, all that. Because then they've got so many avenues to deflect legitimate stands that the public say. No, we want this legalised. What is it, hemp? Marijuana? Legal marijuana? What is it? Define it. Wrap you up in red tape. No one has the stamina to continue doing that unless they're hardcore, like Jenny Hallam. Did anyone hear Jenny Hallam talk? She's like right into that. She's hardcore, but we've got to love her because she might be right, she might be wrong, but she's hardcore. and she calls me a media whore, but hey, we love each other, we give hugs, we high five, all that. You can't, in this tiny little industry, we can't say yes, no, whatever. You can think that, and God gave us this ability to think whatever the hell we like. Some people God didn't give filters to and the shit comes out, but other people, yeah, they tear strips off you in their mind, but when you're face to face, hey, how you going, high five, air kisses, and that's just who we are. We've been brought up like that. So next slide, I do get off track a little bit. Oh yeah, skill sets. So you might be thinking, wow, what sort of skill sets this guy got? I'm 50. Man, I've lived 50 years. I've put my mobile phone on silence. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please turn your mobile phones off and buy some popcorn? And having said that, hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. I'll turn mine up. Done. So skill sets. And I just had a thought. Don't worry. I do have skill sets. And I wrote them up so I wouldn't forget what they were. So I'm enthusiastic. So enthusiastic is an old word strung up about 100 things. En, which means within, Thu or Theo is God, and spastic, siastic, yeah, I can't read either. Basically is letting out the God from within. So I'm enthusiastic, you know, like this 15-year-old boy is. Imaginative, and that's not from Cannabis. That's just, I've always been like that. Some people said that I'm an indigo child. That turned up 20 years early. Naughty boy, that's all. Inquisitive, tenacious, funny. Oh yeah, I'm funny. No? Go back. Right. Fearless. Now that's a funny thing because I've always had it. I got in a lot of trouble with it and never had to back down from anywhere.